The Nello's the most important fundraising event for us here at FORCE because it's the biggest event and it raises between £80,000 and £90,000 annually for us now. It sees 1,500 cyclists heading off around our beautiful Devon countryside, taking part in either a 100-mile or a 55-mile bike ride.
The ride came about sadly following the death of Nello, but only 2 years earlier Nello and I had cycled for FORCE from Topsham to Venice, where Nello was originally from, and my mother had lived in Venice. So Venice was a very important destination. It was following the death of my mother from cancer. So we had cycled together in 1997. Sadly, a year later Nello found he had cancer and he died in 1999. So really, to remember this great friend, this special friend, we decided to have a memorial ride. And we started from right here, from Topsham Quay, and about 90 people rode that first year.
The countdown leading up to Nello through the final week before the event in June is really, really important. We have to work like clockwork with a daily plan of where we're going, where we're picking stuff up, getting all the vans in order. Nello is the person this ride is in memory of, and Nello is in the forefront of all of our minds when we do this ride, but a big team put this together. Right back to the original people that started the ride. Mark Millen and his colleagues who have been involved from day one are so important in giving us their thoughts, their recommendations and their appreciation of what we do. The Saturday morning crew are fantastic. They're all our Friends of FORCE team from Exeter. From 9 a.m. until 1 o'clock they prepare all the food for 1,500 people.
It's a bit like a conveyor belt. Stuff 500 rolls, cut up all kinds of cakes, and there's a good atmosphere. It's non-stop. We like to try and finish by about 1, which is really what we aim for. We always try to beat the time we did the year before. I've been involved now with FORCE for about 9 years, and the Nello is one of the highlights of the year.
The big team put this together. I couldn't do it without my team here in the fundraising department. We couldn't do it without the volunteers, and we couldn't do it without the sponsors, especially Bike Shed. It's all about teamwork.
FORCE is a local charity, and unfortunately nearly all of us know someone that has either got or had cancer, and it is just marvellous to put something back into the community. The atmosphere is fantastic Sunday morning. People wave at you as they come through in their cars. People are really happy that that day's arrived. We're relieved that day's arrived. The weather's generally good and the atmosphere just starts to build. People go and get their breakfast, they go and get their cups of tea, they all chat and see people they haven't seen for a while. It's great for us and our volunteers that come back year on year to see the familiar faces, catch up with them, see what new bike they've invested in and get everybody onto that start line. Bike Shed, being our partner, provides financial support to us for this ride. Mike, Adam and the team go out all day Saturday. They're out there for about 10-11 hours putting all the signs out for the 55-mile route and the 100-mile route, and they provide support on the route on the day. Their staff put their time in and they're out in the vans and they're there helping fix those bikes out on the course.
When I got there on that first day, it was just a feeling of excitement, and the whole day is just joyful. Everyone's so friendly, and you feel that you're doing something fabulous for charity. And it's so well organised, all you have to do is pedal. Everything else is sorted out for you.
We are doing the 100-miler and we're thoroughly looking forward to it. I'm doing it with my wife and my daughter, their first time, so let's hope the rain holds off.
I've heard that it's challenging. Looking forward to the food stops.
I always think the entry and everything goes towards good charity, and I've done it for the past sort of seven or 8 years, so I just enjoy doing it, and it's a nice route, to be honest.
The bits we look forward to are obviously the cake, that's good. The bits we dread are just some of the hills, but the last sort of 60 to 70 miles is quite a long drag, so it'll be great to get back. And the best bit is when you cycle down Topsham Road and you're home. It's great.
Some of us are doing it for the first time, some of us have done it before. While we're doing it, it's to support FORCE. It's a very good local cause. It's nice because it's local, it's a nice route, it's very well supported, and it's got a nice atmosphere. It hasn't got that where you're all timed and let's just go out and have a good day on the bike.
Probably making it would be the best thing, getting all the way round, getting back here in one piece, and hopefully I'll still have them tash.
We had a really good turnout of the old gang.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
It's so exciting being able to count them down and see them off and know that they're just going to go out and have the most fantastic day. And do you know what the nicest thing is? They appreciate what has gone into this ride so much. They thank all our volunteers on the way round, and our volunteers just want to thank them for coming and cycling it. Nothing beats it. Everybody says this is the ride for the atmosphere and the food.
When Nello and I were training to ride to Venice, we knew we had to do 100-mile routes because we were going to be doing a lot of 100-mile days. And this is a route that we came up with and rode a number of times. And it's such an easy route to follow from Topsham, following the Exe Valley. It's a perfect century ride for this event because it's beautiful, it's challenging, but it's also very doable.
Everybody helps each other as they whiz past you, an encouraging word, a friendly smile, and if anything goes wrong, people will help you. It is a real camaraderie. If I can do it, anyone can do it, believe me. Even training, you can do 65, 70 miles. On the day, the whole camaraderie of the event will carry you through those extra miles that you can do it. What tends to happen is that you'll find a group of people who, just because you're a similar pace to them, you'll meet them at every feeding stop. They'll overtake you, you'll overtake them. You get talking to them. And that friendliness, it does carry you through.
After a couple of years, it was decided a shorter route was needed so that we could be more inclusive of other cyclists, and the 55-mile route was set. And they're lovely routes, the people that support us on them make it really special, and you just see such beautiful scenery. You go through lovely villages, and then everyone comes back together on the other side of Crediton at Morchard Road and makes their way back to Exeter and to Topsham.
Coming out of Tiverton, there's a little bit of a drag. And not knowing the road, I thought, when is this ending? It is quite steep, but it just goes on forever, so it is quite a challenge. You get to the top and there's a feed station, and I was talking to some people and they said, that's it now, you've done all the hills. You haven't. You go down little back roads and up and down, up and down.
The Mount Pleasant Inn and all of us here as a family are really pleased to be involved with the charity and helping with the bike race for so many years, and we just want to wish them all the best, everybody who takes part in it and everybody who actually volunteers to help. And the Mount Pleasant want to say well done, and we'll always be here for you.
It's just such a good day for the charity. They raise so much money and we're just happy to help as best we can. The bikes come through, the riders come through, they have somewhere to stop, they can rest if they want to, use the loo, and it's just safe round the back, off the road, and they can just stop and have a break and then carry on with their ride.
You get a big bulk all of a sudden of bikes come along, and the car park is just full, and that's the best time. We'll come out and have a little look and a little clap and everything, so it's really exciting and really, really lovely atmosphere. Everyone is so appreciative when they arrive and they always say thank you.
It just makes you want to well up. They're all just going so well and wanting to just do so much for the charity, and it's good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Most of the people on the ride know somebody that's affected by cancer or have indeed been through treatment themselves. The money they raise on this ride and the money for their entry means that we can continue to support people locally, face to face, with all the support that they need to go through a cancer diagnosis, being a carer or a family member who's been affected by cancer. So this ride is extremely important for us.
It's not a race. Just toot around at your own time. You've got all day, you've got people that will help you. If you get into trouble, push it for a bit, it doesn't matter. You've got lots of stops where you can have a rest. The excitement of the day will carry you through. People just love the event, they love what it's for. It's a special day in the calendar, really.
I'm wonderfully proud of the atmosphere that this ride engenders. It's very, very special. It's amazing to see how it's grown. We began with 90 cyclists. You know, we've now got 1,500 riding every year, consistently turning out to support this event. People coming for all sorts of reasons, personal reasons, for the challenge of the ride itself, for the beauty of the ride. Many people do it year after year. It's put in their diary, and I urge people to put that date in your diary because it's a special ride and it's wonderful to be part of it. The climb up to Comer's Gate is a difficult climb, and when you're on the top you really do feel like you've achieved something. It's not over yet because there are 3 more rises once you pass that cattle grid before you actually have the little descent down to Comer's Gate. So there's still a lot of work to do, but it's beautiful work. There are often sheep on the sides of the road. It can be any weather. It can be rain, it can be mist, and even occasionally glorious sunshine. So that's certainly one of the highlights. What makes this ride so special is the wonderful food. When we began the ride originally, we said food had to be important. It's the Nello. Food was very important to Nello. It's important to our friendship. But Sarah and the team at FORCE, and particularly Gwen, who oversees the food, do an incredible job. I don't think you could go to another ride anywhere in the country and have a better offering of food served generously and by volunteers that are so helpful and so nice. When you really need a cup of tea or when you're in need of sustenance, they're there on hand, and these stops come just at the right time.
Everybody seems to be enjoying it. Everyone supports each other along the way. It's just the best ride, I think.
Very impressed. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but the hill up out of Tiverton was actually quite pleasant. So enjoying it so far.
Well, it's lovely. I mean, the scenery is great. It's a bit dull, but it's absolutely fantastic. Everybody talks to each other, having a great time.
Really nice to ride up on the moors and get some hills in. Yeah, it's good fun. Very friendly, nice relaxed atmosphere. It's good.
It's brilliant. It's really good. Really well organised, and the cakes are fantastic. And luckily the rain's holding off.
The last hill was a bit of a challenge, but we got through it. We got here. We're enjoying the sandwich now.
So far, so good. Weather's staying fair for us. Lovely food and drink. Lovely friends. It's great.
It's been a really nice ride so far. It's, along the river, along by the river, and then up the hill. Great.
The Nello, out of all rides, is one of the ones that's so satisfying for us to turn up and be part of. Everyone's happy, everyone's in a good mood. There's no timing chips, the bravado's gone and everyone's happy. So when we pull up and help someone out with a puncture or wherever we're there, it is a smiley, happy face, and everyone who rides by waves and shouts how you doing and thanks for being there, and it makes us feel really good that we can be involved with something like that.
This year's ride is more significant for me. We've been supporting FORCE for many, many years, out of memory of people who've had cancer, out of knowledge of people that continue to live with cancer, and we know how FORCE supports and helps them, helps families. And this year I had a shock myself when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And when I had the diagnosis, even before I went to see my consultant, I dropped into the FORCE Centre, a place we know very well. We've been in and out of it for years. We saw it being built from the ground up. And so I was going in there as many, many thousands of people have gone in there, in a time of need. And it was wonderful to really be able to experience so much of what FORCE offers to people. So yes, it's been a difficult year. I'm very glad to be well enough now to ride again this year. But I feel very, very strongly that supporting FORCE is really so important for our community, for the whole Southwest.
On the day at Quince Honey Farm, when everybody's here, it's exciting to get it all set up and started, and everybody's a little bit on edge. We make a space available for them to put up their marquees, we provide fresh water, we provide the use of our toilets, and then the rest of the day is just a mixture of excitement and exhaustion. The poor old riders come in exhausted and they have their refreshment and off they go again. There isn't a family in the UK that isn't touched by cancer, and the FORCE and Nello do such a great job for the people that are having treatment and their families and spouses. This is something that really helps cancer sufferers, and recently we've had it touch our family, and I know that a couple of members of our family have made use of your resources, and it's been a great help to them.
It's my first ride and feeling good. I love it. Probably end up doing it again next year.
Weather's been brilliant. It's been a lovely ride. Everyone's really cheerful. It's a good atmosphere.
We're loving it. Now we've got past the first 40 miles. We're quite tough. It's quite windy. Very well supported though. The cake's amazing, and we're looking forward to the next stop.
It's really good. A lovely ride. Weather's just right, better than last year. So roll on another 40.
A lot of people do it because it's a great fun event, but you do hear people's stories of having had cancer, doing it for the cause that they're doing it for, wanting to raise money. There was one guy, a man in his 60s, and he just came up beside me and said, "We are so blessed because we can do it." And he'd had cancer 3 times, and he said, "We can do it." That stuck with me, and yes, on those days training when you really don't want to do it, you want to sit in front of the telly, do it. If you can do it, you know, because we're physically able to do it. Yeah, it's a blessing to be able to. So make the most of it, I say.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, pretty
It's
good.
really good fun.
Good weather, good atmosphere.
It's nice meeting old
Company,
friends.
yeah.
This is our 4th year and we highly recommend it.
Everyone's very friendly. There's no everyone's looking out for each other, helping each other out, pointing things out on the road. And, yeah, it's great. It's great. Good atmosphere.
Absolutely fantastic event. We're loving it. Hopefully it's not too far to go now. But great catering. The cakes are amazing.
It's nice it's not timed, so you can go as slow or fast as you want, and basically everyone just sort of helps each other along. I've seen a few people stopped and everyone's helping do the tyres and things, so really good.
My friend Colin, who I did it with, he said when you're cycling back along Topsham Road you will cry, and I did. I thought I've done it. This, I've trained hard for this. I've really set myself a goal to do it, and I blubbed along Topsham Road.
To come along Topsham Road and to turn into the rugby club, where there's always a terrific greeting whatever time you arrive. It's a very, very special finish, and the ride, attracting so many riders, really has the feel of a big sporting occasion. So you really feel you've done something that's part of a big event and you've achieved something.
Exeter has been involved with the Nello for about 8-9 years, so we support the event with offering treatment beforehand, treatment afterwards, and then treatment actually on the day for people that just have aches and pains, sore legs, lots of sore backs and an awful lot of sore necks from leaning on handlebars. We've done lots of events for lots of different institutions and companies, but I think we really feel it's important to support local charities. Both my father and Neil's father had cancer, and support from charities was really helpful to them, so we thought we'd give something back to charities and help out really.
Today's been a little bit busy. The rain pretty much for the best part held off, and the rain's the thing that brings the punches, so today we were lucky on that front, but there were some mechanicals, and I think we got pretty much everyone back on the road today, and no one had to retire due to a mechanical failure, certainly that I know of anyway.
Back, dressed in black.
Great. The weather was a tad better than last year, but my finishing time was a lot slower this year because I'm a silly old now, and I hope to do it again next year.
Today was a really good day. We kept each other going, and we're really pleased to get to the finish line.
Yeah, very well organised, really well organised with all the food stops.
Great signposting, followed it the whole way, did really well, loved it.
Yeah, very enjoyable.
Great to do it as a team, great team spirit, lots of good people all the way round. Brilliant, thank you.
We've just completed our 100 miles and we're really pleased. Gilbert Stevens have raised over £1,000 already for the wonderful Force.
It was a lovely experience. We had a lovely time. We had a nice leader who took us all the way there, and we are really pleased we did it.
Fantastic day, been really well organised, and Sarah and all the crew from Force have done an absolutely excellent job like always.
We know we've got job done, everybody's been really happy, and most importantly a successful year where everybody's had fun, raising money, enjoying their day, doing their bit and just wanting to come back for more. That's a great feeling.